Alright, so you're welcome to today's class. Today we're talking about measurement taking, which is the number one and foundation of every proper fit of every garment you make. So, and the first step to making a good shirt is to know how to measure and measure right. So we have our client here, which is our model, which we'll be using for this tutorial. So he's welcome to the class, and you all are also welcome to the class. So first thing we'll be taking is the length measurement. Like I've already mentioned to us in the theory class, the measurement to be taken is the length, the shoulder, the chest, the sleeve, the round sleeve, armhole, which is optional, and the neck measurement. So those are the major measurements to be taken for this shirt making. So the first thing we'll be measuring now is the length of the shirt. So to measure the length of the shirt, you place your tape on the shoulder. You place your tape on the shoulder, not to the neck now, to the shoulder, the highest point of the shoulder. This is the highest point of the shoulder of my client. So I place my tape this way, then I try to get the length of the shirt. Now, use your tape this way, or you get your desired length as preferred by your client or by yourself. So you place it, your choice. This, my client's shirt length is 30. So I write my 30 down. Then the next one is the shoulder. So now, to take this shoulder, you'll be considering from one shoulder point. There's a shoulder bone on everybody's shoulder. So you place your tape from one shoulder bone to the other. So this one, I'll be taking it from this shoulder bone. There's a shoulder bone here. You take it to the other shoulder bone. Take it to the other shoulder bone. So what I have for this client is 16 inches. From one shoulder bone to the other is 16 inches. So his shirt shoulder is 16 inches. So the next thing I'll be measuring after this is the sleeve. It is very important that when you are done measuring the shoulder, you shouldn't take the tape away from the shoulder. You immediately measure for the sleeve. So to measure for the sleeve, I place my tape on that same shoulder point where I stop my shoulder measurement. Then I ask the client to fold his arm like this. If I'm measuring for long sleeve, you take the tape this way. You take it this way to the wrist. To the wrist. So if you're measuring for long sleeve, you need the length of the long sleeve, you need the elbow length and the elbow circumference. But for the sake of this project, we'll be talking about the short sleeve. So you take it to in between the upper arm, which I'll be making 8 inches for this client. 8 inches. So after taking it like this, I immediately take the round sleeve. The round sleeve. So you wrap your tape around the client's arm. So hold your arms like this, so you can try to pump your muscles. So that is it. You take it, you make sure the client is free. Depends on the choice. They might want it firm, you can also want it loose. So it depends on what you're working with. So whatever preference or whatever measurement you prefer, you measure it like so. So once you are done, you ask the client to drop the arm. Then the next measurement you'll be taking is the chest. You take the chest. Now, personally, I don't like assuming measurements, and the advisable way to take your shirt is you make sure you take the actual chest measurement. The actual here for him is 38. Actual, I can still have my 2 fingers in between it. Actual, this is his actual chest. Then this 34, you now add 4 inches for wearing ease. What I mean by wearing ease is the allowance you add to your garment so that you can put it on comfortably without having to struggle to pull it out. This works with my kaftan class, also work with many things. So you first of all take the actual chest, then you add 4 inches to it. If you are a female, you can add 3 inches to it, but for male, you add 4 inches for ease of movement. So as a shirt, even when you are considering fit, you should also consider free movement of the arm or the shoulder around the chest, not that you'll be folded someplace. So 34 is his actual chest. Adding 4 to it, I have 38. So 38, I'll check the 38 all through to his hip. So you see that this 38 can go through his hip, which is very, very correct. So for this project, I'll be working with a chest of 38 for this client. So the next thing I'll be measuring, which is the last thing, or second to the last, sorry to say, is the neck measurement. So you place your tape around the neck like this. You make sure the tape is well relaxed on the neck. You place it like this, then you wrap it like this. So you make sure that you don't measure this way tight like this. No, it's too much for a collar. So you make sure you loosen the tape down where you can have yourself seam spaces and the neck. So what I have here is 16. What I have here is 16. You can see there is space for him to button to the last button, and if you want to put on a tie, he can still put on a tie. So this is it, 16. Then the last measurement is the armhole. You don't want your armhole of your corporate shirt to be saggy like this. You can see you don't want it to be saggy like, though this is a vintage shirt, but you don't want your corporate shirt to be as saggy like this. So you take it firm. You make sure there is still enough room for the arm to move around the shoulder. So you have it like this. So for this client, his armhole circumference is 18. You can see I'm moving my tape around the armhole like this. So this is 18. So when I'm done with my shirt, I should be able to have nothing less than 18 or 18 inches for the shirt. So I can be sure of my feet that if he puts it on, it's going to give him excellent fit. So thank you for coming to class. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will subscribe to other paid classes, and good luck.